White House, computers, a Harvard math professor, and a Soviet saboteur. Can you think of a single person who can relate to all four of these? What if I told you that in addition to all of that, this person owns a hedge fund that has made $105 billion overall throughout his 30-year career with a return of around 40% annually? We'll talk in detail about Jim Simons, the greatest trader of all time. Early life. Jim Simons, who was born in Brooklyn, Massachusetts, in 1938 to middle-class American Jews, has always been a math whiz. Like many others with a remarkable aptitude for mathematics, he showed a great deal of interest from an early age. At the age of 3, he began to understand how to solve challenging issues. His parents once discovered him multiplying numbers by 2 starting at 1024. Unaware of it, 3-year-old Jim had begun working on a well-known mathematical conundrum, one of the issues that Greek philosopher Zeno addressed in his well-known paradox. He decided to study mathematics at MIT. After initially having trouble and failing a few exams, he set aside some time one summer to master the challenging series. After that time, he finally started to develop. He admired how intricate mathematical formulas seemed to interact with one another across the board, solving the enigma of the cosmos. He was frequently spotted lying on his back, eyes closed, studying an equation around campus. First job. After dazzling academic successes at MIT, he quickly finished his PhD in 2 years at Berkeley. His intelligence was enough to land him a position as a professor at Harvard University. He was a well-liked lecturer at Harvard with a relaxed, upbeat demeanor that complements his carefree aggression. So carefree that he never bothered to wear socks. He was modest and tackled his lessons with the enthusiasm of a novice. But after a while, Simons had had enough of teaching. Cracking Soviet spy codes, Simons seized the opportunity as soon as it presented itself in 1964. He was employed by the IDA, a national intelligence organization that worked to end the Cold War. IDA, or Institute Defense Analysis, is a prestigious government-funded research group that used mathematicians to assist in deciphering Soviet spy codes. At that time, the IDA was having trouble. For well than a decade, they had not consistently broken Soviet codes. A bad idea is good, a good idea is amazing, was the IDA's motto. There is no poor concept. Simons gained knowledge of how to create mathematical models to decipher patterns and seemingly meaningless data there. Simons created an incredibly quick code-breaking algorithm in this place. Simons' invention was quickly followed by the CIA's intelligence division learning that the Soviets had transmitted a coded message with an incorrect setting. Enter financial services markets. Simons spent his downtime at IDA deciphering codes and thinking about the realm of international banking. He started considering ways to use his aptitude for numbers to succeed in the stock market because he was eager to increase his income. Instead of using the tried and true investment strategies that considered earnings and business news, Simons started to view the market from a completely different perspective. He regarded arithmetic in the stock market in the same manner. As a system of abstract thought, instead of taking into account the external background, he built a model that just took into account moves in the stocks themselves. He asserted that there were 8 underlying states in the market. First hedge fund. Jim Simons was sacked from the IDA in 1968 after telling his IDA colleagues that he didn't support the Vietnam War. He was 30-year-old age. Simon returned to his teaching position stunned and dissatisfied. At this time in New York at Stony Brook University, not too distant from Wall Street, Simons, in contrast to his intellectual peers, was drawn to money and desired to be extremely wealthy. He left Stony Brook University after 10 years of teaching there at the age of 40 and started his first hedge fund, Monemetrics. Using his mathematical prowess, he sought to uncover the market's secret patterns. He made his first move by asking an old IDA acquaintance named Leonard Baum to join him as a partner. In addition to being a math prodigy, Baum developed the well-known Baum-Welch algorithm, something that would later play a significant role in Simons' hedge fund. For instance, it could predict what would happen next by simply examining play patterns without knowing the laws of baseball. It would go on to play a huge role in the future, particularly with the advancement of speech recognition technology today and even for Google's search engine. Second hedge fund and big losses. Simons' initial significant foray into the world of finance was Monemetrics. He started putting together a group of mathematicians to surround Baum and him after realizing the success. A new hedge fund called Limroy was established with some innovative algorithms after he persuaded a few well-known mathematicians to join him, but nothing is simple. The Monemetrics algorithm faced several significant obstacles. Despite purchasing at a discount, they did not sell at a premium. In one instance, they had purchased gold when the price of an ounce surged to $865. The program failed to sell gold quickly enough, and it soon fell to $500 per ounce. Renaissance. Fortunately, Simons was able to recruit additional investors for his fund from among his astute friends. Simons still needed to create a much more precise algorithm to read market movements, even if he was aware that money could buy him some time. In the early 1980s, when computers were still in their infancy, Simons chose to give computers a try because he thought they would handle data much better than human brains, in contrast to other fund managers who relied on traditional fundamentals and business news for their forecasts. The legacy: Jim Simons now is undoubtedly a member of the dynasty's modern-day equivalent. His accomplishments are quite amazing and motivating when you sum them all up. He is the most successful trader in the history of modern finance. No one in the financial world even comes close to his profits at Renaissance. That's it for today. If you enjoyed the video, smash the like button. See you in the next video.